Hi, our Advent reflection for today is on Mark chapter 8, verses 1 to 10, and it's Jesus feeding the 4,000. Whenever we get to these passages, let's just cut to the chase. Jesus wants to feed the hungry. We could end the reflection there, and I think, job well done, pat on the back for me. But let's give you your money's worth, so to speak. Actually, there's a few bits here that are really interesting. Jesus always has compassion for those who are hungry, compassion for those who've been following him, as it says here, for 3 days and not eating anything. Not only are they hungry for a sense of belonging, they're not just hungry for his wisdom, his teaching, all of that kind of stuff. No, they need food, physical food, and it's probably likely they were poor, they were peasants, they didn't have much to begin with, but they're following him because he's bringing about something new and important. And he recognizes their hunger and asks his disciples, what have you got? And actually, he kind of knows what they've got, I reckon, because, they gave up everything to follow him. Like, literally everything. So what they've got isn't much. And as they say, they've only got a few loaves, a few fishes maybe. They've not got much at all to share out. And you can feel, or at least I reckon you can read into it, you can see their pessimism, their skepticism. We've only got a few loaves. That's never enough to feed these people. And Jesus doesn't comment in the passage. He doesn't say anything. He just takes what they've got, breaks it, shares it out, and everyone's got enough. In fact, it's not just that everyone has enough. This isn't about everyone having enough just to get by. They've all got loads. Everyone's got enough to stuff their faces with. This is not just some sort of practical, here you go, here's some food to get you by, here's a little bit to get you through the day. This is a celebration. This is a sign of what the kingdom of God is about, of who Jesus is, of what the character of God is like. He's sharing out loads of food. It is a feast. And at a feast, you don't just eat a little bit and gently dab your lip with your napkin and then leave. You celebrate. You eat and you laugh and you eat some more and you celebrate and you joke with your friends. And you hug, although not now because it's not COVID secure, and you party. I think this is like a party. This is like a massive table, so to speak, visually, metaphorically, and everyone has a seat at it, and whoever they are, wherever they've come from, and they don't need to bring anything at all because everything's provided, and wherever they sit, it's a celebration. They're welcome. That's what the kingdom of God is like. That's what Advent is about. It's not just having enough to get by. God didn't come to this earth to just give you enough to get by. He wants to bring joy, laughter, celebration, a feast where everyone's invited, everyone has a seat at the table, everyone has more than enough. And in this passage, and in all the other passages where people are fed like this in the Gospels, there's always loads left over, so much that they fill baskets full with the leftovers. Nothing goes to waste. So here's the thing. In the kingdom of God, no one goes hungry. In the kingdom of God, we celebrate. We celebrate each other. We celebrate the fact that we're all welcome at this feast, this table. At the kingdom of God, what you have, however little it is more than enough when you include Jesus in the mix. He makes it bigger than it is already. He will take the little that we have and make sure it's enough to feed everyone. But it's a collective community effort. It's not just us individually. This is about us as the church, as the community, getting together and allowing Jesus to take what we have when we share it out and do miracles with it. And that's what he will do. So if you're like me and you're pessimistic and you're skeptical and you doubt what you've got and you doubt what you've got is enough, today's the day where Advent hope changes that. Let's let the hope of Advent, the hope of Jesus coming to earth to share out this abundance, this feast, this party, this celebration where we all stuff our faces. Let's allow that hope to fill us today and let's share it out. And I wonder, all in COVID secure ways for now, but let's let this be an ongoing thing. Who can we celebrate with today? Who can we treat today? Who can we feed today who is hungry? Like literally hungry. I'm not just being metaphorical here. Who is needing food? Whose stomach is grumbling now And who can we give food to? Not in a way of, oh, here's something to get you by. Who can we treat to show that God's kingdom is about celebration and life and joy and abundance? I wonder who that might be. I'm going to have a think for myself, but let's do that today.